It's Friday, July 20th. Welcome to Pastor Bob Daily. Vern on Facebook says, can you do a webcast about the current trend of boycotting businesses due to their stance on religious or lack of belief? The Chick-fil-A issue seems to have a lot of people in a bind. Vern, this has been a hot issue for as long as I can remember. And I remember 40 years ago, people saying you have to boycott this business or this business because of specific things they believe. And can I tell you that those issues have changed a lot through the years. I remember boycotting specific businesses because of practices that are very common these days. And so the reasons that we boycott businesses have changed over the years. But it used to be just Christians basically boycotting businesses. Things that we didn't like, things that offended us. These days, non-Christians are getting in on the act too, and the Chick-fil-A issue is one of those. Some of you that aren't familiar with this, especially those of you in other countries, Chick-fil-A is a restaurant here in the United States, very popular. There are thousands of them, and they're Christian-owned and very vocal about their faith and their support of Christian organizations. And recently, they've come out. The CEO of Chick-fil-A came out and said that he's against gay marriage. Now that has a lot of people pretty upset, and especially all of those in the gay community that believe that this is really an affront to them. Now it's interesting though, because we've boycotted a lot of people who, I say as Christians, we've boycotted a lot of people who are in favor of gay marriage. And now we have somebody who actually says they're in favor of it, and people who are in favor of gay marriage are boycotting him. So this is kind of a difficult issue. And you know, if everyone stated their opinion, every restaurant in town, those that are for, those that are against, you'd have the people boycotting the ones that are for, you'd have the people boycotting the ones that are against, and you'd close down every restaurant in town. Everybody has an opinion. Now, I have a choice. I can eat there, I can eat someplace else. If I don't feel comfortable with one eating establishment, I can eat at another one. But, you know, we felt like it's really important for many years now to legislate our morality. And, you know, it's true that Christians ought to be in government. We ought to affect the way that laws are made and affect the way that our countries are run. All of us, in every country. But, folks, it's never really been that successful, boycotting businesses because something there offends us. You know, there are simple solutions to some of these problems. If you don't like the way that a restaurant is operating, simply don't eat there. If enough people don't eat there, then obviously, you know, they make some changes. To stand outside with signs boycotting them is another thing. Now, I understand that not eating there is a form of boycotting, but, you know, we all make choices every day. There are some restaurants I don't feel comfortable going into, and I don't. I don't make a big deal of it, I just don't eat there. I'm not real vocal about it, I simply don't eat there. And, you know, those kinds of things are real important because we all make decisions. But here's the big thing, folks. Besides our definition of boycotting, besides all of these things, you know, what really turns people around? Is it legislating the morality around us? Or is it presenting the good news of Jesus Christ and allowing Him to change our hearts? And you know, that's really where my focus is. I really don't get involved much with boycotting and letter writing and getting upset with all these things. Mostly, I get involved with simply living my life and trying to show people that there's a better way. And when Jesus takes a hold of your life, things begin to change, and morality is one of those. Now, Christians are divided on this issue, the issue of gay marriage. And there are some issues that you may take one side or the other. and you may see morality different than somebody else does. And that's our opportunity as free beings in Christ. But folks, Jesus makes a difference on the inside, on the things that matter, on the way that we live life, on the peace that we have inside, no matter what we encounter on the outside. And that's really what the world is starved for. Hope, peace, those things that really make a difference. Now I understand that I'm about to get a lot of mail on this one. Some of you are not going to agree with me. But folks, if we could spend more time living our lives in front of people, loving them and bringing them to Jesus, and, less time on trying to legislate the morality of people who are not believers anyway, we'd probably see some real change. Because Jesus is the one that changes. Thanks for listening. God bless you. Have a great day.